when you think of Our Gracious Majesty the Queen, you think of a particular image, don't you? This one. But how did this particular image, which was used between 1953 and 1971, come about? And why is it so memorable even to this day? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London today. Nice to see you. Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome one and all as ever. Welcome brand new subscribers. A really chilly day out in London again today. Don't know about you, I'm getting fed up of all of this weather now. Bring on the sunshine, eh? Bring on sparkling flowers, sunny days, sitting out, having a cool drink somewhere. Are you with me? As ever though, back to your breaking royal story of the day. Now, this image that we all know and love was taken on the 26th of February, way back in 1953, really a few days after Our Gracious Majesty the Queen had ascended the throne. And it was decided to be taken by this particular lady, Dorothy Wilding, on the instruction of the Queen Mother. Now, she'd already photographed the Queen and the King, and so impressed was the Queen Mother by her photography skills that she made her the very first royal photographer with a royal warrant. Not bad, eh, for 1936, proving even then that girl power girls ruled the world. Now, the thing about Dorothy Wilding was this: she was very clever because she made the ordinary look extraordinary. She was very clever with shading, lighting, and making people look like they had the most perfect skin, beautiful hair, all of that sort of stuff. Now, she'd learnt these skills from studying some of the most celebrated photographers over in America, particularly Hollywood, because as we know, they were the biggest sort of arena at that era for making people look ultra glamorous. The people like Greta Garbo, Marlene Dietrich, Clara Bow, those sort of people that look flawless in every single picture. So she knew by making, of course, the Queen Mother and the King look equally glamorous, then they too might enjoy her photography skills. So fast forward to 1953, and she was the obvious choice to take the very first pictures of the brand new Queen. So many people around the world, this was the image that I grew up with Our Gracious Majesty the Queen, particularly on things like school walls. Do you remember in assembly when you walked past? And then this image again was used on stamps and of course on notes and coins. What an absolute delight for that photographer to be able to say that she captured that particular image. There were around about 26 to 30 images, I believe, in total on that one sitting. And Our Gracious Majesty the Queen is wearing the South African necklace, which she had shortened. It was a gift for her 21st birthday. She liked it so much, but it was too long, so they decided to take some of it out, shorten it, so it would be seen in the pictures and the stills, obviously. Now, of course, what's really interesting when you think about this particular image is, even today, it's the image that everybody thinks of when you think of the Queen. Even really, you know, to younger people, they know that image. That's how powerful it was. And it's also interesting to note, isn't it, that when you think about branding and influencers and all that sort of thing today, Dorothy Wilding was simply doing this over 70 years ago. How brilliant was that? I was lucky enough to meet someone who was photographed by Dorothy herself, the wonderful actress Claire Bloom. Now, of course, Dorothy also did photograph some big names of her day, including Hollywood stars like Tallulah Bankhead, Cecil Beaton, the designer and photographer, and people like Norman Hartnell, who was another favourite of Our Gracious Majesty the Queen in the fashion stakes. I really just wanted to share this because these particular snaps are now through a brand new exhibition called Life Through a Royal Lens, which opens at Kensington Palace. And if you really like to know the history behind these particular pictures, as we all do, it's definitely well worth a look. Check it out online, and if you're coming to London, you might just see me there. It's one of the things that I really enjoy about these exhibitions. And also, check out Dorothy Wilding too. As the actress Claire Bloom told me, she was a stickler for detail, but she sure made you look good in the end. Isn't it nice to find someone so many years later being celebrated for such wonderful work? And how nice for Our Gracious Majesty the Queen to have an image that's truly endured over her 70-year reign. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.